Yesterday we heard from Onaway's football team, which hopes to return to the postseason this year. And today we're checking in with two more flocks of local Cardinals. We start down south where Whittemore-Prescott has high hopes for 2012. The Cards lost key running backs Cody Foreman and Anthony Bell from last year's 8-2 squad, but returned several key linemen along with senior Tyler Yanish and junior QB Jens Gillings. Coaches and players agree there's just something different about this year's team.
Since I've been here, I would say this is probably the best start that we've had. Kids showing up on time, ready to play, just a great attitude. We do have a great senior leadership this year, and I think that starts everything.
We've had good leaders in the past, but this year it's just a new energy. And I think just the hype, the expectations from the community and stuff like that just really gets us fired up, and we're ready to play ball this year.
The Cardinals are starting to expect their seasons to last longer than 9 weeks. 2011 marked Whittemore's 5th straight trip to the postseason, but the team has not made it past districts during that time. And the Cards say making a deeper playoff run is already on their minds.
We've watched other teams hoist up district trophies, and we've always never seemed to really get past that second round, and that's definitely a goal.
We've had the talent the past couple years, just haven't been able to get out of districts. We're just trying to break that barrier. We have one of the toughest schedules we've ever had, so getting into districts, we should be all set to go.
That schedule includes non-conference clashes with 5 teams that made the playoffs in 2011. But the Cardinals haven't forgotten about the Huron Shores. Whittemore won the first 2 titles since the league was formed, and while they go for a three-peat, the Cards say they can't afford to look past any league opponent.
They don't want to lose, we don't want to lose, so they're always coming hard. We got to just go harder, win that conference. We want to get that 3rd title.
Well, in most leagues, you can't really afford to slip up at all, but especially in our league, you have 3 league games, and if you lose one, you can pretty much count that you're not going to win the conference championship.
There's another team of Cardinals looking to return to the postseason at Johannesburg-Lewiston. Joburg rolled through the regular season with just 1 blemish to their record last fall before being bounced by Beale City in pre-districts. The 2012 Cards have a veteran-laden squad that includes senior Mitch Hardy, who rushed for over 1,300 yards a season ago. And it is that experience that Joburg plans on using to build on last year's success.
We have a pretty veteran group, and they've been anxious to get started and get going with pads. Obviously, we have quite a few seniors this year, so they've been through it a few times before, and they're pretty fired up for the season. They like football over here at Johannesburg-Lewiston, and they're planning on trying to go farther than they did last year.
The Cards lost a key part of last year's offense with the graduation of Brian Van Coyley, who accounted for 14 TDs in 2011. But Bush believes this year's team will have no problem picking up the slack.
I feel real confident. We've had these kids for, like I said, quite a few years. I have them in school. I teach here. I've watched these kids grow up, and it's a great bunch of kids. We lose a great bunch of kids from last year, but you know what? The tradition continues, and this is a great senior group. I anticipate a pretty big year, pretty good year for us.